welcome to Coffee Talk, and thank you for joining us today. On this show, we'll be chatting about the latest CU band buzz and our guest best experiences here at college and kind of anything in between. For our show today, we'd like to introduce to you Abby Kroner. She's a senior bass clarinet player and also plays piano and keyboard in the jazz program at Campbell. So, Abby, welcome to our coffee chat. It's good to have you.
Thank you for having me.
So, how does it feel to be a senior?
Terrifying.
Most people say that. Terrifying, yes.
But also very exciting. It's different from when you're a high school senior versus a college senior.
Yeah.
It's more responsibilities, but also an exciting journey to kind of explore.
Yeah, and it's got to be exciting to get out there and try your hand at actually seeing how your career might go. And so I know we were talking a little bit about that and your current experiences of interning out in the physical therapy and occupational therapy world. And so how has that been for you? Just getting started in that, right?
Yes, I had started on January 8th, and I have enjoyed the experience. It definitely takes a lot out of you, which wasn't what I was expecting.
Yeah,
but
it's lots of work.
With juggling with school and then driving to and from the location, it definitely teaches you to value people who do this full time.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I've definitely enjoyed the experience I've had with each of the kids who I've encountered. And just their heart behind it, like no matter what their circumstances are, they're still coming to therapy smiling, ready to learn something new.
That's amazing. Well, I know you're enjoying getting to get started in your career. So, well, you know, we have in band, we have a lot of people, a lot of majors. We have a lot of therapists, physical therapists and some occupational therapists, so that's great. We even are a little connected with our own program and drum therapy, and hoping to do more in the music therapy area. So it's kind of cool that all of those people are in band and find a home kind of in band. So you've been in band for these few years that you've been here, and so tell me a little bit about a highlight or two that you might say, hey, this is, man, I'm going to remember this forever. Was a great moment for me, a highlight of my time here.
So one of the highlights is actually doing the drum circles.
Yeah.
I had no idea going into it at first of what to expect, and I get out of it, and I'm like, wow, I'm so relaxed. I want my patients to someday feel the same calmness that I did. And I'm definitely hoping to pursue more options with music therapy and trying to incorporate that in occupational therapy.
What a great way to just find this connection of, hey, I'm a band person, but hey, look how now the music connects right to my world and that I'm going to work in. So that's kind of cool. So I'm glad you enjoyed that, and you then promoted a program for when we had some drum circles for your club specifically.
Yes,
Tell us a little bit about that experience.
So that was a very cool just way to interact two different studies, like getting to do stuff with the music department as well as me personally with the exercise science department.
Right.
Having that connection, because a lot of our members had not heard of music therapy before or even had the experience to play an instrument, and so for them to just go in open-minded and not know what to expect, I think that was really cool to observe it as well.
Yeah, that was fun. Having them come over and be a part of drum therapy and the drum circle was fun. So appreciate you doing that and exposing them to your colleagues to something that has impacted you in a positive way. So how about your experiences, either band or as in your major here? What would you share with our viewers that maybe has taught you life lessons? Maybe something that you've experienced and you're like, wow, that's going to make an impact and I'm going to remember, and that's going to be a part of my life and a lesson I've learned.
So a big lesson that I've learned through working with athletic band staff is...
That's right. You've been on the staff for a long time.
Yes, is how to work with people with different personalities as well as time management. You can't really spend too much time in one place before you're moving on to the next thing.
Yeah.
For example, I had a day last week where I was working a shift, for example, from 2 to 3. Then I go to practicum, do that for a couple hours, come back and run the exercise science club as the president. So having that good time management, but also getting your objectives done in the time that you have.
Right. And then, of course, as a band staff person, you learn leadership skills and how to manage people and work with people. So, which is a good opportunity. Not to mention the fact that you're getting some scholarship money to be involved in that. That's also a positive thing. But it's again, life's lessons, right, that you can take away from being in the band program. It's more than just playing the instrument, more than just playing the music, though we all enjoy that. I think some of the life lessons is taking some time away from the busyness of life and enjoying the music and doing that together. Kind of puts us together as a family, so that's wonderful. So, over your last years here, a memory that you're like, that happened, I was a part of that, and I'll never forget that. Any particular thing that you can remember?
I would say this past semester with the Hobson Performance Center concert.
Yeah, that was pretty spectacular, huh? So tell me about what you thought about that.
I really liked doing the hymnal music that we did in the Wind Symphony and commissioning the Holy City piece under Dr. Stamp.
Yeah.
I thought that was just such an amazing experience to get to be under his direction, as well as I've always been a fan of him. So.
Yeah, well, it was nice to kind of come full circle for the university. As you know, Dr. Stamp was a director of bands here in the 80s.
Yes.
And so it was enjoyable for him to come back and be a part of the program again. And he was pleasantly pleased to see the program have 2 concert ensembles. And I think he had as good a time as we had. And he's going to come back and join us again. But yeah, and it was wonderful for the Hobson family too.
Absolutely.
And for them to help us, like Mr. Hobson has, with having a brand new facility to play in.
Yes.
And how about the acoustics of that facility?
Oh my goodness.
That was just spectacular for all of us that first time we played. To go, wow, this sounds so great.
I even had to put my horn down, just the process.
Just to listen, take it all in, yeah, me too. With the clarity of the room, and it doesn't hurt that we picked up about 500 seats in.
Yes.
To me, it was amazing that though we picked up 500 seats more that we could house people. We had it just about full at the first concert. So there were close to 950 in attendance, and so that was amazing. So I agree with you. That's a great memory of doing that. So you've been long enough. You've been a part of leadership. You've been a part of the program long enough to understand kind of the philosophy of the program, what we emphasize. Tell me what you think's the emphasis for the band program.
I think the emphasis is just being a community of members who also excel in excellence when it comes to musicianship as well as academics and leadership. I think we embody all 3 of those characteristics. We've definitely had big improvement in the academic portion of it as well.
Absolutely.
With our academic success program.
Right. Which I think is a great thing. And that is what it's about. It's about helping our students who might be struggling get through that struggle, and you've played a part in that, helping organize that and support that, and we are seeing it be successful. We're seeing it help students have a better GPA, which in turn helps them keep their scholarship money.
Yes.
And so I'm thrilled with that too. So I'm glad that you see that, and I'm glad that is emphasis for us, that it is about making the music, as you say, and doing it with excellence, but it's also about taking care of our family.
Absolutely.
So if you were to give our future folks a tip or 2, they're looking at this video and they're thinking, I might want to go to Campbell and be a part of the band program, no matter what my major, since we do have people from every major and graduate students in the program. If you were going to say, here's a tip I'd give you, what would you say?
I would say be willing to put yourself out there. Like, even if you're uncomfortable or you're not sure if it's the right thing for you to do, go ahead and just go right in. For me, I told myself when I got here, oh, I wouldn't pursue any leadership. I wouldn't do any, I would just be a normal student who just did their bare minimum concert bands. And I quickly learned that that was not going to be the case.
And that definitely has not been the case.
But I'm definitely grateful because I feel like I've learned more about myself through those experiences and allowed myself to be more confident because I know first coming to Campbell I wasn't as
you were kind of shy when you got here.
Yes, I was very
recall
shy.
that. And now we've really changed from that.
Yeah. And so that's been very good for me. And I know that a lot of students would be like, well, because I'm a non-major, how can I plug in? There's so many ways. And
right. And non-majors are a critical part of our program, and a big part. I mean, we have lots and lots and lots of majors in other areas. Not when we say non-majors, we're talking about non-music majors. But 65% of the band program is not music majors, so maybe even 70. So
and it's such good to have that diversity of majors as well. And also, one of the things that was very, very beneficial to me was to know people who were in my major and like make those connections.
Absolutely. And a band person who's in your major, what a wonderful way to make those connections. And so, yeah, it's great. Well, congratulations on getting to the senior year and your internship, and good luck to you. And so, thank you so much for joining us again on our coffee chat. So be sure next time to tune in again next week, and we'll continue talking with some more seniors from the band program. Thanks again for watching our coffee chat.